TGIF. This is D with Divine Needle. It's God Day, Venus Day, Friday. And there's the notification, the confirmation. June the 10th, 2022. Grand Friday. It's the weekend. Yay. Beginning of the weekend. And we have a really interesting card for the beginning of the weekend. Devil's Play. We've had this card before. But yeah, there's some interesting energy going on. And something that interestingly got by me, which I'm now looking at, back on the 4th when Mercury had gone stationary and was getting ready to go back forwards direct, Saturn went stationary. Yeah. How did I miss that? The timekeeper went stationary. Oh boy. Anyway, so just as we're coming out of Mercury retrograde and all the shenanigans when it's in its shadow phase, being stationary, we have the timekeeper doing the same thing, but going into retrograde instead of coming out of. Okay. And now that explains a lot because if you notice the Mercury retrograde energy shadow phase stuff with people not being able to speak, blah, 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 seems to be kind of still a thing. And it's like Saturn's like kind of dragging that shadow phase Mercury energy right on in here. So it almost feels like it's pulling or extending that energy. So even though we're out of the shadow phase of that, of Mercury, generally we would be, we're not yet. But that happened on the 4th. And then, let's see, it went retrograde. See, Mercury went direct on the 5th, and then Saturn's still stationary. And then Saturn went full on retrograde on the 6th. So, how did I miss that? I don't know. But here we are at the 10th, 4 days later, and I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball big time because of that. But we got some very interesting energy going on. But the moon currently is in Libra, getting ready to go into Scorpio today. So we're going out of the fairness energy into the transformation energy of Scorpio with Saturn retrograde. Saturn's the teacher of lessons, right? And it's retrograde in Aquarius. Pluto's still retrograde in its home sign of Capricorn. So let's see who Saturn's talking to right now. Saturn seems to be talking to the sun right now and the moon right now. So going back over when you get the sun and the moon energy, that's the male, female, and Saturn basically, well, it's basically like, especially with the moon sitting in Justice and the sun sitting in Gemini, which is a Mercury ruled sign, and Mercury is getting ready to go back into Gemini. Yeah, it feels like conflicts between the masculine and feminine. But many of them, it feels like energy of mothers and their suns. Okay. So, especially if you have a sun in Gemini, Libra, um, the moon just went through Virgo or Scorpio. So, yeah, there you go. Or even possibly Taurus, if those of you with a sun that's Taurus. Or it could be that you are one of those signs. It's more likely, though, that your sun is. Anyway, so um, Saturn is kind of like doing a purging between those two energies. That's what it feels like, anyway. The moon, like I said, is in Libra, getting ready to go into Scorpio, which it's a transitioning of a relationship, basically, is what it feels like. Pretty cool. Anyway, so we have got interesting energy going on. The moon will move into Scorpio today, and we have Devil's Play. Wow. Devil's Play. Let's talk about that card. The two Greek Dionysian players in Devil's Play symbolize the law of celebration, a Dionysian exaltation of life and its hard work, bedevilments and erotic pleasures. Laugh your fears and sorrows away. Dance and drink to your successes, for life is a Saturnarian harvest. Once you have made the wine, drink it. Lift your spirits by passion and play. Recreate yourself through recreation or recreation. Anyway, through drink, music, and mind altering activities, become uninhibited and irreverent. In your iconoclasm, you will see in a new way and break through Saturnarian discipline and social convention. Free yourself and become natural, spontaneous, and original. The shadow side or negative side of Devil's Play, of course, you risk stepping off the edge under the influence of intoxicated madness. Stone blind like the dodo bird, you perform misdeeds. Out of ignorance, you are the devil. Watch out. Hmm. I have a feeling that this energy is dealing a lot with the fears. It also is dealing with attachments and being able to let go of that, right? And temptations, right? So we'll see what else, because they asked for a couple of different cards from some other decks. So we'll look at that. And we have the Messenger Oracle, which is one I haven't used in a while. And we're going to see what they have for us out of that deck. Hope you guys are having a really awesome TGIF. All right, I didn't get to split the deck. They just gave me what they wanted me to have. So there was no splitting happening. Okay, let's look at this. Time to ground. Time to ground. Interesting. Isn't that a magnificent deck? Look at the artwork on that deck. It's amazing. Time to ground. This almost feels like Getting out in nature and being playful might be the theme for the weekend. Time to ground. Let me find that one. We all experience moments in our lives when we feel confused, unfocused, and surrounded by chaos and turmoil. This can be chaos and turmoil. hmm These moments are often unavoidable, as are the lessons these moments can impart. But how you respond to them is a choice only you can make. Take a deep breath and a moment to pause and reconnect with Gaia and nature. Seek the silence of the void within whilst your spirit spirals downward to anchor itself like an ancient tree root in the cleansing embrace of the earth beneath you. It's interesting because it talks about the spirals downward to anchor. Remember in yesterday's that I felt that spiral pulling down, tornado, whirlpool. It felt more whirlpool because of all that uh, the the energy of Neptune. Um, yeah, in Pisces. Um, but they're saying spiraling into the ground. So now we're spiraling into Earth, and it's probably trying to negate some of that temptation energy. And that temptation can be the urge to fight back, all kinds of things. But yeah, grounding, take a deep breath and a moment to pause. So, how you respond to your choices, only you can make. Okay. So, some sort of temptation and your choice to ground rather than succumb to a temptation, too. Okay. And we're also going to take a Moonology card. The deep breath and grounding. Friday, time to relax. Time to take that chill pill. hmm Relationships, they can be difficult, but they always teach us something somehow, no matter how irritating that might feel, right? A card from the Moonology deck. I'm actually getting to cut them. Okay. What we get? There we go. Very nice. There we go with that. That card's come up before. Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Grounded, down to earth, right? That is the humanity card. Because Aquarius is definitely all about humanity. I shall find it. I know it's here. Well, I almost missed it. There it is. Show the world the real you. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Detach and ground. Because, like I said, it feels like relationships between males and females, particularly, and particularly sun energy, like mother and son. Okay. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. it's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. There's the fear we were talking about. Okay. First of all, with mothers, we fear for our children, right? And especially in today's times, how are they doing? Are they going to make it out there? Things are crazy, right? So, fear for the mother, but also fear for the son. Can I do it? Can I make it happen? Can I take care of myself? Right? If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, you are being too aloof or detached. Are you? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Attune to the moon. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Time to move along. Additional meanings for this card. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. Grounding. That's mother energy, by the way. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. There we go. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. The teaching. Every full moon is a time to release and let go. But the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Letting go. Letting go is hard to do, especially if you're worried about children, right? Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. Wow. Highly unconventional or unexpected. So try to live in childlike energy, stay grounded, be yourself, and things are just going to play out the way they play out. And being able to let go, whether that's a son of a mother or a mother of a son, doesn't matter whether it's the mother or the son. Which one needs to let go? It's probably both. hmm So the weekend looks like some interesting energy in relationships and being able to be yourself, have a good time, and let go. Okay. Anyway, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic TGIF. Yeah. And information is in the description box if you'd like a personal private video reading, if you want to book one. And the directions on how to go about that are there. But yeah, for those of you with no son, this could be just a relationship with a brother or even a father. But it's definitely male, female energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be a partnership in relationships such as a marriage partner or fiance. Could be for some of you. But getting in this grounding energy is the best way to go when you're letting go. Okay? Have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. Try to relax, enjoy as much as possible, and just take that huge, giant chill pill, right? Anyway, talk to you all later, and yeah, reading tomorrow, okay? And possibly other readings we're gonna try. As long as other things don't get in the way, right? Anyway, talk to you later. Have a good one.